What's up, guys? Nick here, and welcome back to another Top 10 Tuesday. Today we're going to be taking a look at the top 10 easiest boss battles. Now, usually in boss battles is a test of strength in video games. Some of them can be really hard, but today we're going to be focusing on the really easy ones. Now, for this list, I'm going to be judging them on how fast you can defeat them, the different ways that you can defeat them, whether it's the easy way or the hard way, and how far it is into the game, and if it's an easy game or a hard game to start out with. So without further ado, let's go ahead and start off with number 10. At number 10 we have Cloud in Candy. Now this boss is in Yoshi's Story and is a very easy boss. All you really have to do is just lick it with your tongue, and in the process you're actually healing yourself. So if you do deal damage from this guy where he can stomp on you, you can always just heal yourself by licking him. And that's basically just it for the boss. But the reason it's at number 10 is because Yoshi's Story is a pretty easy game, and also because it is the first boss. So yeah. Anyway, on number 9. At number 9 we have Golem Overlord. Now this guy, I think you fight him 3 times in total, and this is the 3rd time that you fight him on top of this giant airplane, spaceship, whatever you want to call it. And he is very easy. He does attack you, however, and that's why he's at number 9, but the reason that he's so easy is because he's on this spaceship and he realizes he's afraid of heights. So basically what happens is that he just gets so scared of heights that he just dies, basically. So really there isn't much use of you fighting him, but later on he just throughout the battle he just figures out he's scared of heights and just dies. So very easy boss battle, but the reason that's at number 9 is I think he can attack you, and it is a kind of long boss battle before he actually figures out he's afraid of heights. Anyway, on number 8. At number 8 we have Flashman. Now this boss is in Mega Man 2 and it is a very easy boss. No matter what weapon you have, you can beat this guy very easily. He cannot really attack you, and he can only freeze you for a limited time. But other than that, he's a very easy boss and he's dead. Anyway, on number 7. At number 7 we have Metroid Hatcher. Now this can be either a very easy boss battle or a kind of hard boss battle. But mainly the thing about this boss is that you really just shoot at its tentacles, but you can actually one-shot kill this guy with the X-ray visor and just shoot it in the head. But there is the option that if you don't have the X-ray visor, it can be a bit difficult, but I think you fight these guys actually 3 times, so it can be hard the first time because you don't have the X-ray visor, but once you do, you can just see its weak point and one-shot kill it very easily. So the reason it's at number 7 is because it can either be very easy or somewhat of a challenge. Anyway, on number 6. At number 6 we have Goma from the original Legend of Zelda. So kind of like the other boss with the Metroid Hatcher, it has a weak point which you can kill in one shot. So basically just get your bow and arrow out and you just shoot him right in the eye. Now unlike the Metroid Hatcher, which was number 7, that's the only way you can beat Goma, is by shooting him with an arrow. Unlike the Metroid Hatcher, where there are multiple ways to kill him, being somewhat of a difficult more way. But also, the reason this is at number 6 is because maybe you don't have the bow and arrow, and you have to backtrack, and it's kind of confusing on whether what to do or not if you don't have it. Anyway, on number 5. At number 5, we have the final boss in Super Mario Galaxy 2. Now, the reason I put this at the list is because mainly the fact that it is the final boss. And it basically starts out as all the other Bowser boss fights that you fought previously in the previous worlds. And it's basically the same thing, except they added like a little section where you're falling from the sky, but you do the same thing, basically ground pounding these like gravity blocks and hitting them at Bowser, which is really stupid, and that's basically all you do. And it's really sad because this game is so great, but yet the final boss fight is basically the same as the first, but with a little thing at the end that made it a little bit different. And even that little thing was actually easier than the other phases of boss fight, which is really sad. And that's mainly why it's at number 5, is because it's the final boss, but yet it's as easy as the first one in Super Mario Galaxy 2. Anyway, on number 4. At number 4, we have Anglerfish. Now, this guy is very easy. Just takes a couple hits to the head with the sword, and he's basically dead. And this is the 4th boss, and it's much easier than the 3rd and the 2nd and the 1st, all by themselves. So it's saying a lot, and he really barely damages you. He knocks down some bricks that might do a little bit of damage, or might call some fish, but basically nothing that can really kill you that much. So yeah, very easy boss, and that's why it's at number 4. Anyway, on number 3. At number 3, we have Waddle Dee. Now, there's nothing much to explain here. It's just basically the first enemy, but turned into a boss in the arena. And that's basically it. And you can even suck him up and swallow him, and that's basically it. At number 2, we have Bob the Goldfish from Earthworm Jim. Now, basically for this boss fight, all you really do is just walk up, and that's it. You win. You eat the goldfish, and that's the boss fight. At number 1, we have Let's Shake. Now, this is the 5th boss fight in No More Heroes, and it is very, very easy. Basically, what you do is watch the cutscene. That's it. So basically, after you watch this video, you beat the boss just as well as I did, or anyone else has, because basically what happens is that this big machine right there basically is about to self-destruct, but then some guy named Henry slices it in half and kills the guy next to it. And the thing is that you can't even fight against him because Sylvia stops you from fighting against Henry, and it shows that Let's Shake died just like any of the other boss fights, and you have the ending level stage cleared just like any other boss that you defeat, but yet all you do is just watch a cutscene, and that's basically it. So anyone can beat this boss just by watching this video. That's how easy this boss is. So yeah, anyway, that is my list. Thank you guys all for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for more Top 10 Tuesdays right here on Until Nick. Bye.